Wherever you live, imagine an aircraft that can land anywhere, even if it's snowy or dusty, even if there's no runway. Here's an aircraft with superpowers. Ice, it can land. Sand, no problem. Water or lava. You wouldn't think of an aircraft that can land anywhere, but this aircraft is definitely one you should think of. A dirt road carved into a mountain slope, it will be there. We introduce the small, humble de Havilland DHC-6 Twin Otter, a plane known to everyone. The Twin Otter is a machine that can do everything, looking as sleek and supersonic as a digital stealth machine, and nothing can harm it. There's no way to damage this plane. It can handle anything. Still, when no one else can, this plane comes through. From the remote Pacific Islands to the Arctic tundra, from Nepal's rocky terrain to Canada's bushlands, the Twin Otter's sole mission is to get in, get out, and get the job done. Why is an aircraft that first appeared 75 years ago still popular with everyone and still being purchased? Who buys it? And why has it managed to survive, leaving behind jet generations, trends, and even its original manufacturer? We can sum it up in one word: STOL performance. It offers a 366-meter takeoff and landing capability. This was far ahead of other aircraft at the time. That's slightly longer than 3 football fields. With optional floats, it helps us land easily on surfaces like ice, gravel, and dirt, as well as in remote locations. The DHC-6 becomes a life-saving tool in remote areas by transporting food, medicine, scientists, tourists, and military equipment to places not even shown on maps. So what is its most important feature? While doing this, it can carry up to 20 passengers in temperatures as high as 40 degrees or in freezing snowstorms. Not everyone likes the plane's exterior appearance, but engineers say they designed it this way on purpose because they argue that appearance is not important. What matters is being protected and durable. The origins of the DHC-6 stretch back to Canada's rugged terrain and cold forests. In these regions, bush pilots needed an aircraft that would never let them down. Operators insisted that de Havilland Canada's single-engine DHC-3 Otter had to be easy and reliable to use, and that 2 engines were absolutely necessary. The Twin Otter, equipped with twin Pratt and Whitney PT-6A turboprop engines renowned for their reliability and performance, was born in 1965. Thanks to these engines, everything changed. Suddenly, an aircraft capable of handling extremely short runways, high altitudes, and rapidly changing weather conditions emerged. The Twin Otter was envied by everyone for its long-range flights without refueling, and its ease of use compared to other competitors made it highly sought after. The use of this aircraft far exceeded the borders of its home country, Canada, and it began to be widely used in other countries as well. In Nepal, it was very important to use this aircraft to achieve the goal of reaching the summit of Everest or other mountains. In the Maldives, it glides like a feather over the ocean, jumping between turquoise lagoons, serving as an air taxi. Everything was related to safety, and everyone trusted this aircraft. Even in places where nothing else could go, this aircraft inspired confidence. What about conflict zones? It offers opportunities to work everywhere, even in places where you would think it couldn't work, and it surprises everyone. This was a very important opportunity for the soldiers. They love this aircraft. If there is a remote, untouched, or dangerous place, there is probably a Twin Otter nearby. The Twin Otter did not refuse to evolve. Most aircraft that emerged 75 years ago are now gathering dust on shelves or rotting in car parks. But this aircraft is still alive and in use. Operators didn't want to give it up, and for good reason, because this aircraft, which resembles a simple shape, didn't incur any costs. In rugged terrain, the high wing configuration provided superior visibility and clearance. Additionally, the fixed landing gear, whether skis or whether equipped with floats or tundra tires, this aircraft was one of the most adaptable aircraft ever flown. The Twin Otter was not just an aircraft. It was used to reduce all problems to zero. It became the ultimate utility vehicle, used everywhere from the deep forests of Papua New Guinea to the ice sheets of Antarctica. Most pilots trusted and loved this aircraft because it had never caused any problems in the air for a full 75 years. Capable of taking off with a full passenger load, fuel drums, and even medical supplies, this aircraft could take off from a gravel runway slightly longer than a football field, navigate narrow mountain passes, and land in a remote riverbed. The Twin Otter is recognized in history as the first aircraft to reach many places where larger aircraft could not fly, and smaller aircraft could not carry enough people. For forest pilots who prioritize reliability over luxury, it became the lifeline for reaching isolated communities and the wings for scientific exploration. Its powerful Pratt and Whitney turboprop engines, high-lift wings, and sturdy fuselage have never failed. The DHC-6 can fly in extremely cold conditions, yet it continues to fly even when it reaches freezing temperatures, and if pushed, it will fly again. Even everyone is amazed by this. It's not flashy, technology. It's not sophisticated, but the de Havilland Twin Otter embodies pure aviation courage, and that's exactly what matters in the world's most challenging regions. In fact, the DHC-6 Twin Otter can compete with its rivals, but it did not choose to do so. Those who flew this aircraft did so with the safety of the people in mind. Imagine an aircraft that can do everything that is urgent, everything that is human, and everything that is military when oil companies have to transport workers between windy drilling rigs and rocky shores. This aircraft is very important. It is famous for its legendary short takeoff and landing STOL performance, capable of taking off in just 366 meters, 1,200 feet. It can easily land in deserts or any place with glaciers, even without a runway. What truly makes the Twin Otter unique is its extreme adaptability. By adding wheels, skis, or floats, it can land on land, or, if you prefer, you can modify it to land on water. This gives it the ability to land almost anywhere. Due to its versatility, it has become a tool for environmental researchers, search and rescue teams, and even skydiving. It is not as complex as it appears on the outside. Even if you find yourself in a difficult location, you can repair this aircraft or easily fly it away. Many people assume this aircraft is complex, but it is not. Most aircraft may require support in various locations, but this aircraft offers you the opportunity to fly without relying on anyone else. Perhaps most impressive is the fact that this Canadian workhorse refuses to die. Nearly 1,000 aircraft were produced, most of which are gathering dust in parking lots, while some are still flying. Some have flown more than 40,000 hours. The first one took flight in 1965. Thanks to Viking Air's resumption of production in the 2000s, with the Series 400, the new generation of aircraft continues to be equipped with modern avionics. In a world focused on speed, luxury, and digital systems, you now understand that simplicity and reliability are what establish dominance in the air. The DHC-6 Twin Otter is known as the world's most helpful aircraft, serving governments, airlines, and humanitarian aid organizations worldwide, from the icy borders of Nunavut to the sunny lagoons of the Maldives. It is widely talked about for landing on the winding mountain runways carved into the Himalayas in Nepal, in the world's most dangerous locations, or even at airports deemed dangerous by everyone. There, pilots rely more on their nerves and muscle memory than automation, as they believe the Twin Otter's robustness allows them to land anywhere, and they have no fear. Jumping from one sand runway to another, it serves as a lifeline between the islands of the Caribbean and the Pacific archipelagos, providing emergency humanitarian aid and doing a lot more besides. At the beginning of every summer season, it is known as the first manned aircraft to fly to Antarctica, which is a source of pride for the company that built it. It transports tents, fuel barrels, and scientists. It has the ability to land in areas without runways and can operate in extremely cold conditions, among other advantages. These missions are about endurance and resilience, and this aircraft is exceptionally well suited for such tasks, possessing all the necessary features. These characteristics should not be exclusive to this aircraft, but should be standard for all aircraft. What is truly astonishing is that this aircraft continues to fly and shows no signs of aging. It performs like a new generation aircraft. While today's luxury light jets and air taxis come and go, this aircraft is in high demand. The most surprising thing is that while production of 10-year-old aircraft has ceased, production of the 75-year-old aircraft continues. Operators choose it not only for its capabilities, but also for its consistent reliability. There is no guarantee of the highest speed or the quietest cabin. You won't care about these features because it can perform long flights without any issues. In this way, the Twin Otter is more of a philosophy than an aircraft, emphasizing courage over grandeur and durability over elegance. This aircraft is unafraid of forests, mountains, or glaciers. It greets them with affection, giving you the opportunity to land anywhere. Its roaring turbines, flexible wings, and ability to take off, land, and never fail. I always know it will fly and provide everyone with a good flight experience. The de Havilland Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter is more than just a forest plane. It is a representation of what aviation can achieve when robust reliability, power, simplicity, and adaptability come together. The Twin Otter does not resemble other aircraft with their sleek, modern cockpits, as it was designed from the outset to remain unchanged. Its legacy is defined not by luxury or speed, but by the number of lives it has touched. the distant places it has connected, and the daring missions it has made possible. This aircraft has 2 engines and flies calmly to places even its competitors don't go. Everyone wants to fly in an aircraft like this. It has been used to transport vaccines to remote villages, fly medical teams to disaster areas, and rescue stranded mountaineers. Therefore, the next time you hear a twin-engine aircraft with multiple engines over a coral atoll, forest, or glacier, that engine could be the Twin Otter, and it might be doing what it has been doing for over 50 years, reaching places others cannot. Now the question, if you had the opportunity to fly anywhere in the world with a Twin Otter, where would you go? Let us know in the comments below.